Right, thought I'd just do another Bitcoin video. I think I did one about 3 or 4 days ago, explaining the paths that I was expecting to play out. So if you watch that video, it's basically still the same. I said one path was that I'm looking for it to come down into one of these boxes, depending on what wave count it's going to give us, as either a breakdown into the larger wave 2 now, which could end up anywhere down to 15k, but I expect it to land between 25 and 31, or we are in a wave 4 now of the larger wave 1, and we still have one more wave to go up. But as I've said, I don't think that's the case. But if we did, the potential was 48 to 51k. I did a big picture video the other day and explained all the paths on the long term, so I'm not going to go deep into it again. So watch that back if you need to know, because that's going to still stand until this plays out over the next few weeks anyway. So short term, I'm still looking for the breakdown into these yellow boxes, but I'm going to switch to trading 212 now. There is a potential right now that we're in a triangle, and it is valid at the moment. It's just stayed within range. So you'd be starting here. That'd be A, B, C. The D has actually, the top of that is actually just by about maybe half a dollar or $1 or something like that, just stayed underneath it, so it makes it valid. Now we would then need the E wave to stay under this low here. So if it comes below that low, it invalidates it, and that's what I actually think is going to happen. I think it's going to carry on down, but I'm just showing you this potential path anyway. So if this can hold here, say stop there, we then have an ABCDE pattern, and if it can hold there, then it could potentially go for the last wave up. I can't really draw that on. 2 secs. Oh god, can't do it right now. Right, hold on, I have to move this over. So yeah, we would, brighten my screen, I can't see anything. So yes, we'd basically then head up something like this, into the slightly more short-term bullish path. But I did explain in my last video, if this happens, I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it. If this does happen, this does play out as a triangle, and this does play out as a 5-wave move up after, then this is actually worse for the bulls in the long run, because I think then we will be in a larger wave C when we move down from this blue line, which could potentially go down to 15k. I think there's a lot more chance of it going to 15k if it's a C wave down than a wave 2 down. The wave 2 down will probably hold between 31 to 28. I'd say at the very least 25. We might just get one day where it spikes 25 really hard and then rejects hard up into wave 3. But if we go down into a C after hitting this blue line area, instead of just carrying on down here now, then I'd definitely say it's worse in the long run, because it's going to mean we'll probably get a deeper pullback, which is going to take longer to play out, which means it's going to take longer to come all the way back to all-time highs as well. And also, if I think about it now, I'm going to go out to the weekly chart a sec and explain it. So I've still got drawings on here. So if this was to play out, what I'm talking about is, hold on, I don't know why I've even got this line here. Oh yeah, that's the largest C wave. So yeah, if we were to come down in a C wave now, we'd be looking to C would equal A, and A is 15k. And then after that, we would then move back up. So we'd be in a 5-wave move back up again. Obviously, we'd have loads of waves in between this, but because we've got a 5-wave move back up from there as well, it's going to take a lot longer to get back up, whereas we would normally be bottoming out, say, here, then this 5-wave move would start higher up, and I think we'd get to all-time highs a lot. Obviously, we would get to all-time highs a lot quicker. So we'll see. Still don't know right now. Just waiting for confirmation in this area. But my favoured path is that this doesn't play out as a triangle here. This does break down, and instead of it being an A, B, C, D, E, it is actually just an ABC pattern where we've got an A, B, C again, B, and then we get the C down. And if you're wondering how I've counted that, when we go in here, I'll show you. So on a smaller count, I'll do the ABC for you. Oh, hold on. A, B, C. Do that a different colour. So, oh, what have I done? What have I done? I need to delete that. I've accidentally locked it on. There we go. I have to delete this again. Sorry. God, how did I manage that? Right, pressed that button by mistake. So yeah, we would expecting a smaller ABC here, and then I would have counted the next ABC. Let's change that to a different colour. Black. No, sorry, not black. Green. There we go. Then for the B wave up, we would be counting the ABC like this. So A, B, and again C equals A, which is the most common retracement, which is why I'm saying here, if this does end up being a C wave down, the most common point for it to go is down to the 15k mark here. And that's just standard across all time frames. So I actually think it's worked out like that. So you've got an ABC there, ABC there. So ABC for A, ABC for B, and then I think we're going to get the move down in C. And if we do the fibs on that, I generally don't use this chart if I'm totally honest. I'm going to get rid of all this. I prefer to use the charts on TradingView, but obviously it's very messy. Oh, also, I will say something on TradingView though. I've circled this area here, because obviously that's important. So as soon as we break that, we know if it can break that, this move down, we then know that the triangle is out the window, and that's not happening anymore. And also, if you notice, this circle is actually on the trend line going up the way as well, this blue trend line here. So it's an important area, that, because if we do break through, we invalidate the triangle, which means short term we probably won't be going back up. We also come underneath another trend line to give a bit more confirmation of the move down. So quite important area, that 42, was it 42,000? Yeah, around there. Where is it? Sorry, it's lower down, look. It's 40,400. So whenever we get to 40,400, that confirms we're on the way down. So yeah, that's all for now, I think. Oh no, I was going to do the Fibonacci's for you here. So yeah, if this was to move down now, we'd be looking at this to this. So yeah, it probably wouldn't even come down that far. What would probably happen is, we'd get a move to around here. So that would be where it ends up. But again, I think that would just be a larger A wave anyway. So that would be an ABC down for a larger A wave with loads of ABCs in between that I've already explained. And we should end up down just in this first move to round about anywhere between 38 and 35k.